Have you ever noticed how some jeans just feel like a cage? You pull them on, and suddenly you spend the entire afternoon fighting your own clothes. It is incredibly frustrating to feel like casual dressing has become a chore. But what if we could discover how to wear sneakers and jeans at 60, and actually make them feel like a second skin? There are a few simple shifts that make getting dressed feel completely effortless. Imagine slipping into clothes that actually breathe with you. They move like water instead of fighting your natural shape. And here is the beautiful truth: this has nothing to do with buying expensive designer labels. It is entirely about how the fabric rests on your frame. Whether you are petite, tall, or somewhere in between, we are going to explore exactly what works for you. Today, we are honoring real bodies. We are going to explore hemlines that perfectly flatter petite frames. We will find waistbands that respect our beautiful changing midsections, and discover styling tricks for shoes that offer true necessary foot support. You deserve to feel radiant, and true elegance should never ever require physical pain. It is time to let go of that struggle. For years, we have been told this little myth that casual dressing means you have given up. We have been made to feel that supportive sneakers belong exclusively in the garden. They tell us that to look sophisticated, we must squeeze into stiff, restrictive uniforms. My friends, you have always had the choice to ignore those voices. Today, we are throwing out that tired old rulebook together, and we are finally finding our beautiful flow. Because the truth is, as we gather wisdom, our shape naturally softens and evolves. This is a gorgeous transformation we should be framing, not fighting. We all know the exhausting emotional toll of constantly tugging at garments that no longer serve us. You know exactly what I mean. That heavy, restrictive feeling of a stiff waistband digging into you right after enjoying a lovely lunch. My friends, we are not trying to cover up or alter a single part of ourselves today. We are simply looking to create harmony. I invite you to release the guilt of not fitting into those old, rigid silhouettes. You deserve to feel comfortable. Instead of fighting, let's discover the magic of clothes that truly breathe. If you look closely at the fabric on your screen, notice how this soft, stretchy denim moves with such effortless ease. Watch how the weave just dances and naturally drapes. Compare that beautiful movement to the heavy, suffocating feeling of traditional stiff denim that traps you in. You might worry that choosing this level of physical comfort means you will end up looking sloppy, but that couldn't be further from the truth. When the drape of the fabric is right, it actually elevates your entire look. By shifting our focus away from rigid materials, we completely change the way our beautiful silhouette presents itself to the world. And that transformation begins. Imagine slipping into a pair of jeans that simply float over your shape, moving like a gentle breeze instead of clinging tightly to your legs. When fabric rests this way, you can finally say goodbye to the exhausting ritual of squeezing into uncomfortable shapewear. Now, this idea of skimming is not about hiding yourself in oversized, baggy clothes. Achieving casual elegance for older women is about harmony, not covering up. To guarantee this wonderful feeling, we are going to rely on my absolute favorite tool, the sit-down test, which is our ultimate metric for true lasting comfort. Once we find that perfect denim flow, we have to talk about the elephant in the room: supportive, bulky sneakers. I know the secret frustration so many of us share, needing that deep orthopedic-style support for our feet, but still wanting to feel chic and put together. My friends, I promise you that we will never compromise your foot health for the sake of fashion. You might think you need those sleek, flat, unsupportive little sneakers to look elegant, but that is simply not true. We are going to discover a beautiful styling trick where we balance the visual weight of a thicker shoe with the perfect sweeping pant leg. But before we look at the shoes, the secret to this effortless drape is a gentle concept called skimming, where the waistband rests softly just below your natural waist. When we choose stiff, mid-rise denim, it creates that uncomfortable pinching we often experience, which is simply our clothes failing our beautiful bodies. We are not trying to hide anything here. We are allowing the fabric to breathe with us. Notice the tactile snap of high-quality stretch denim, moving fluidly like water when you pull it on. Let's challenge ourselves to prioritize how a pair of jeans feels when we are seated and passing the sit-down test, rather than how they look hanging perfectly still on a store rack. This simple shift in focus brings us directly to how we honor our unique body proportions. For our gorgeous petite frames, finding the right hemline is absolutely essential for both comfort and style. Picture a hemline that floats elegantly just above your ankle bone, creating a beautiful, uninterrupted line that naturally elongates your leg. Standard fashion advice so often fails us here. And the reality is that nearly a fifth of women feel completely excluded by one-size-fits-all styling rules. There is a vast difference between an awkwardly cropped jean that cuts your leg in half and a thoughtfully tailored hem that creates a continuous flowing silhouette. When you look at the petite model on your screen, notice how the hem gently grazes the top of her shoe without pulling or dragging. I invite you to focus entirely on the flow of the fabric, completely ignoring the number printed on the size tag. Doesn't it feel wonderful to finally dress the beautiful body you have today? Let's take a gentle, deep breath and simply tune in to how our clothes physically feel. Can you imagine how much more joyful and relaxed your entire afternoon feels when your waistband isn't pinching or digging into you with every single step? You truly deserve that constant, effortless ease. True elegance never requires suffering. Absolute physical comfort is the very foundation of looking incredibly chic. Which brings us to the ultimate comfort test. It is time we talk about the reality of wearing supportive, bulky trainers for deep foot pain, and how they can actually become your most stylish accessory. If you look at the beautiful, high-quality supportive sneaker on your screen, you can almost feel the incredible physical relief of stepping into a shoe that actually holds and comforts your foot. It breaks my heart to know the emotional toll we carry when we feel forced to choose between our daily mobility and looking elegant. But my friends, those orthopedic-friendly shoes do not have to look frumpy or purely athletic. While standard fashion advice pushes sleek, minimal sneakers, we know that simply isn't a realistic or comfortable option for everyone. Instead of feeling limited, we are going to reframe that beautiful, chunky sneaker as an opportunity for what we call loud luxury balance. Let's explore exactly how to create that harmony. To master how to style sneakers without looking frumpy, we use a beautiful visual technique called the balance. When you pair a thicker, supportive sneaker with a fluid, wide-leg trouser, something wonderful happens to your overall silhouette. Picture the soft fabric of your trouser literally dancing around the shoe as you walk, perfectly balancing its visual weight. This thoughtful pairing creates an effortless, beautifully elongated line that feels incredibly chic. There is a vast difference between this intentional, elegant styling and the accidental sloppiness of throwing on heavy gym shoes with tight, restrictive leggings. If you look closely at the split-screen comparison, notice how the hemline of the wide trouser gracefully drapes just over the top of the sneaker, softening the entire look. Here is the beautiful truth we are discovering today. You never need to suffer in flat, unsupportive fashion sneakers to look elegant. True style always starts with honoring your body's deep need for comfort. Imagine walking confidently into any room, completely free from foot pain, knowing you look absolutely radiant. Yet even with the right shoes, I was looking at my own reflection recently, feeling so incredibly vibrant inside, but noticing a disconnect with the clothes looking back at me. Have you ever felt that way? It felt as though the clothes I was wearing belonged to a complete stranger. There is a very real, quiet grief in feeling like you have somehow lost your personal style simply because your body has beautifully evolved. It can feel so heavy, but it absolutely does not have to stay that way. My friends, you have always had the choice to decide exactly what serves you today. Think back to those stiff, unforgiving jeans we talked about earlier, and imagine how much precious mental energy we waste fighting against fabrics that refuse to move with us. We can simply choose to ignore any outdated rule that demands we squeeze our beautiful bodies into restrictive, uncomfortable boxes. Instead of fighting the mirror, let's step into the light and discover a joyful styling secret I call the halo effect. This is where the real magic happens. Just like a photographer meticulously lights a portrait to create a radiant warmth, we can use our tops to cast that exact same glow. This simple balance is the true secret to making our casual clothes look deeply intentional rather than just thrown on in a hurry. In fact, when we talk about the most effective styling hacks for women over 60, it always comes down to these gentle, lifting details we lovingly call the elevators. These elevators are the small, effortless touches that completely upgrade your look without sacrificing a single ounce of comfort. They bring the eye upward, they frame your beautiful face, and I am going to show you the exact $0 trick that will instantly elevate your jeans and sneakers look in just a moment. But first, we need to make a joyful little mindset shift together. We are moving away from simply getting dressed to survive the afternoon, and stepping into the joy of truly styling ourselves. And the easiest way to elevate that style, picture slipping on a lightweight cardigan or a gorgeous, unstructured blazer that literally floats over your arms without ever feeling restrictive. If you have ever wondered how to wear a blazer with jeans and sneakers, the secret is choosing one that feels like a gentle hug rather than a stiff corporate uniform. This soft third piece literally floats over your body, giving your arms beautiful coverage without ever feeling tight or restrictive. It brings an instant touch of polish while maintaining that gorgeous, effortless silhouette we love so much. Now let's bring it all together with our footwear. When you pair this airy floating layer with those deeply supportive sneakers we talked about earlier, the transformation is truly remarkable. Watch the immediate before and after transformation of this outfit, with and without that soft third piece. It instantly ties the entire look together, making those comfortable shoes look incredibly intentional and chic. I encourage you to shop your own closet today and find something that beautifully moves in the breeze. Once you have that airy layer, try gently rolling up your sleeves just a couple of inches to expose your wrists, instantly creating a sense of breathing room and drawing the eye upward. This tiny, effortless adjustment acts as the ultimate touch of quiet luxury, transforming an everyday outfit into something deeply elegant. It is the true secret to how to wear sneakers and jeans at 60 with absolute radiant confidence. Let's take a moment together to admire how beautifully this all comes to life. If you look at the completed outfit on your screen, bathed in that warm golden hour lighting, notice how perfectly balanced and joyful it feels. See how that subtle rolled sleeve and that soft pop of lip color completely harmonize with the comfortable denim and those supportive sneakers. These tiny, thoughtful details might seem small, but they are the true secret to wearing your casual clothes with complete, unapologetic confidence. You deserve to feel this beautiful and comfortable every single day, and it is entirely within your reach. Because at the end of the day, if there is one beautiful truth to carry with you, it is that absolute comfort and true elegance beautifully belong together. You no longer have to spend your precious energy fighting stiff fabrics or squeezing into silhouettes that refuse to honor your body. That struggle is finally over. When we choose clothes that breathe with us, whether that is soft denim or a wonderfully supportive sneaker, we allow our vibrant inner energy to shine through. You are not fading away, you are just coming into focus. I invite you to step into your closet today, slip on that soft denim, and simply notice how wonderfully it moves with you. I would also love to hear about your personal experience. Please share in the comments below your specific body shape and your biggest denim struggle. Understanding exactly what frustrates you helps us create more tailored, beautifully helpful discoveries for our community. And if you believe that style only gets better with time, hit subscribe to join us. We have so many more elevated denim ideas and joyful style guidance waiting for you next week.